Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It's February 15th, and we're going to get these sweet potatoes started so we can grow our own slips. Now, when it comes to growing your own slips, get a variety of sweet potatoes that you like. This particular variety that I'm planting right now is Covington's. We saved these from our last year's batch, but when you're going to plant these, make sure you pick out any you save that's maybe soft, shriveling. It's not going to be up to par. There's no sense in planting them. I have way more than I'm going to need, and we'll go through the process. Okay, when you go to planting sweet potatoes, now I'm just using compost. You can even use soil. You don't want anything that's compacted like clay. You do want it to be moist. I pre-moisten this because my compost pile is actually covered, so it's a little dry. And what we're going to do is we're going to take these sweet potatoes. Now, some of these are already growing, as you can see, and we're going to pick out the ones that are all sprouting. Now, they don't have to be. Like this one here, there's no visible sprouts. There might be just barely starting. But we're going to go ahead and pick out the ones that are really wanting to grow. And we're just going to lay these all in here side by side. And I'm doing this in a tray, a collapsible tray. But you can do these in a pot. You can do them in the ground. Now, in the ground, you're subject to, if it's going to freeze and they already start coming up, then you're going to have a problem. So if we have a late freeze, we definitely have a problem with that. But we're just going to plant all these, put them all in here next to each other. They don't matter if they're kind of on top of each other. They don't have to be big ones. As you can see, this is just a little one. And that's kind of what I keep, the ones that I'm generally not going to eat because they're a little bit small. I'll take and leave those. But I've just put maybe an inch, 3/4 of an inch of soil, just enough soil to keep it off the bottom. And in this particular tray, I always just line it with a trash bag. And what I'll do once I get these planted, I'm going to poke holes in the bottom so it will be able to drain, because we don't want it to be sealed and not be able to leach the water out the bottom. But I'm going to go ahead and put these in here. Now I got these all spread out here, got the ones sprouting good. Now you could use the other ones. I just want all mine to take and come up roughly about the same time. I'm not going to do these in stages like I do some years. So, and I have way more than I'm going to need. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cover these up. Now I'll take and cover these with a couple inches of compost or soil, whichever one you want to use. And this is just straight compost. You know, I've got nothing else in here. But we're just going to finish covering these up. And then we're going to set them out in the greenhouse and water them. It's plenty of warm here this time of year. Now, if you're somewhere that it's not warm, you might want to keep them inside where they'll be able to stay warm. But if you're growing your own slips, or you plan to this year, let me know in the comments. Just tell me what variety you're planting, and if this is your first time doing it. I kind of like to know what other gardeners are doing. But if you want to see more content like this, of course, hit that subscribe and hit the bell. And especially if you want to follow along, because I'm going to show you, once these start coming up, I'm going to show you another technique for growing your slips. And it's going to be a good, easy way for some of you that's maybe you don't have a lot of slips to start out with and you need more. So follow around. But of course, hit that like, share this video, And as always, enjoy that gardening experience.